This episode of the podcast is brought to you by GameFly. That's right, we got another sponsor. GameFly has over 8,000 new releases of classics available for pretty much every single console available. This is basically the best deal if you're a gamer on a budget. For a low monthly fee, they will send you a game basically to rent, and then when you're done playing it, you send it back and they'll send you another one, whatever's on your list. And there's never any late fees as long as you're obviously paying for the service. It works out pretty great. You can also get Blu-rays and DVDs on there as well. So I would highly recommend it if you play one game at a time. And I think they also have other types of deals where you can get more than one at a time. So it's pretty sweet. And if you go to gameflyoffer.com/BThenBTI, you will get a free 30-day trial. So it's pretty sweet. You get to try it for free. So once again, it's gameflyoffer.com/BThenBTI. And now, on with the show.
What's up, folks? We're back at it again with the Aftercast. It's your boy Blue here, rolling with Ninja.
Now I took my hands off the wheel. We gonna die.
Shit.
We finna die.
We're back at it again. We've been away for a couple of months. Been fucking busy and shit, but
For sure.
back. About to do this fucking thing.
Back at it. Look back at it. Look back at it.
Man, we missed out on a bunch of things.
A lot of shit.
Right? Shit, I don't even know what the fuck to talk about. This guy done podcast. We went heavy on
We
shit.
went heavy. We went extra political.
Yeah, we did.
Cronus went into angry black mode.
Does have his soapboxes up there
Yeah,
talking.
he was soapboxing, but it's podcast.
Yeah, that's what the podcast is for. Fucking express yourself.
Express yourself.
Yeah.
Release.
Inform motherfuckers and shit.
So we didn't get a chance to talk about Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
fucking.
so I finally finished.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course
okay.
I did. There was only like literally 3 episodes left, so I don't remember where we were, but we can try to sum it. We obviously didn't talk about the end.
Yeah, I just talk about fucking everything leading up to the end.
Yeah, so I think where we left off was shit. Where did we leave off? I don't even remember, but I know we didn't talk about Doom World. We didn't talk about the end, and we didn't really talk about. We kind of talked about a little bit the Spear of Destiny.
Yeah, we
little
touched
bit.
on it, but the season finale really fucking.
Touch everything out.
Yeah.
So let's
start with Doom World.
Yeah, we should start with Doom World.
So Doom World pretty much takes place because the Legion of Doom gets the Spear of Destiny,
Mm-hmm.
and they rewrite the timeline where they're in charge of everything. And Sarah Lance and
Vixen were
and
bad as
Vixen.
fuck.
Bad fucking
Oh,
leather
bad and
shit.
black in their little fucking dominatrix shit. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I almost busted.
So they were working for what's that dude's name?
They're working for Damien Dark.
Damon Dark. The Atom, he was a janitor at fucking
He was out there, whatever Damien Dark's business was.
yeah, he was like the janitor for them.
Or was it Thawne? Because Thawne had his own like reactor shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so what was he? Dr. Stein. Dr. Stein was working for Thawne.
Yeah.
And then Jefferson or Jackson, he was Dr. Stein's boss, and he was riding him hella
Oh,
hard.
hella hard.
Calling him
Yelling
basically
at
calling,
shit.
yeah. Telling him to do
What the
better.
fuck, dude? We gotta get this shit
Yeah,
done.
throwing shit at him. He's like, oh, it's my wife's birthday, or it's my daughter's birthday. Nope, you staying here working.
Yeah.
This needs to be done. I was like, damn. And then, what's his name? Steele. Mr. Steele was like some kind of bum, I guess. He was
Was
like, was he a teacher or something? He was like,
He
but
was
he was
something.
he was like,
Or no, he was like, he worked in a museum.
oh, okay.
And
yeah.
like he wasn't like somebody important. He just like kind of worked there.
Yeah,
just
but he was
had
like,
conspiracy theories and shit.
he sure did. So he was like trying to talk to Damien Dark about shit. So
Yeah.
Rory was the only one who remembered, Mick Rory.
Yeah, but that's because he traded sides.
Yeah, he betrayed the team. So
Yeah.
we didn't talk about that. He betrayed the team in the episode before, linked up with the Legion of Doom because Snart. Snart was alive, not an apparition. So Snart was like, it was weird because Snart could have whatever he wanted, but he still was stealing. But then, like, if they were going to get caught, he would just call them off and they'd go back. They're like, oh, it's okay.
What's kind of interesting about Snark, or with Snark, fucking God, what's the guy's name? The fire dude,
Mick Rory?
McRoy.
Fire-
With him, like you knew he was gonna trade back sides because like people were fucking like dissing him at the point because they like kept saying like he was still a thief and blah blah blah. And he's like,
Well,
he didn't feel part of the team.
But he also wasn't doing anything in Doom World. Like, he could have whatever he wanted.
But I'm like talking about before that, when he traded sides.
Yeah. Well,
like,
he was conflicted because he
Yeah.
had Snart. Snart was in his ear, and then like he was telling them that the team was going to discard him, and he really was just a muscle, and he was brainless, and they didn't really care about him like Snart did, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he was on the fence because some things were coming true because they were like, you know, what's going on?
Yeah.
So.
Once a thief, always a thief.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So but then once he teamed up with the bad dudes, he felt kind of bad. Then he traded up.
Yeah.
So.
And he helped the legends get their memories of the real world.
Oh, from the original world.
Yeah, because Adam was working on a device that he felt that would, I guess, jog their memories or whatever, and it actually turned out working.
Mm-hmm.
So those two team up and try to save the rest of the legions.
It's funny because every time someone got their memory back, they'd punch Rory in the face.
Yeah, that's just fucking funny.
Yeah, every time they were like, oh, where am I? Oh, it's Mick. Bop.
Bam.
Face. It was fucking awesome.
Fucking straight in the face.
So we find out that Thawne was building a reactor to destroy the sphere that would solidify the reality.
Yeah.
So the legends decide once they come back, oh yeah, Captain Rip Hunter shrunk inside the wave
Which
rider.
is funny because
so
he
was
thought
a little toy.
Yeah, because he was apparently like, I thought he was like in a pocket dimension or something, or just like because the ship was it didn't have power, so he really couldn't do anything. Like it wasn't able to fly or whatever.
Oh, Thawne ran Star Labs.
Yes, he ran Star Labs.
He ran Star Labs. He was the owner of that shit.
But yeah, there's like the scene where Rick is able to get the power back into the ship, and he's like flying, and like he shoots Damien Dark, but he's like giggling because the ship is real tiny, and it's just like pew, pew, pew,
Yeah, he said it tickled.
Yeah.
We finna die.
But eventually they end up breaking one of their laws, because once the team gets all together and stuff like that, they end up breaking one of the rules, which is going back to a time period that they had already been, because they were going to try to go and steal God's blood before they found it in the first place to be able to rewrite reality.
So they couldn't technically run into their older selves.
Yeah.
Or else it caused massive time quakes and whatnot. But of course, in legend fashions, they run into each other.
Yeah.
They ended up, well, the future, I guess, the future version of Sarah runs into herself. They end up locking her up or knocking her out or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other team, they're trying to pose as themselves, but then like they end up trying to work together to try to fix everything. Because in the past, when they were trying to fix it, Vixen dies. She gets murdered by Cold, Captain Cold.
I think she's dead in the Doom world.
She dies because she dies because Captain Cold kills her.
Yeah, he kills her, freezes her.
And then, he flicks her and she goes into pieces. And then the Atom dies because he gets blasted. So they go back in time to try to save them.
But what's interesting is that they're trying to, I guess, they're trying to escape, so everybody jumped into the Wave Rider. But because all of the different, like the past and the present was on the same ship, they caused a time quake or a time storm or whatever, which fucked up reality. But the ship like is kind of just trying to time travel, and it just fucking like just goes bonkers and just crashed back into the ground.
So they end up in 2017, but like either there's different time zones intertwining, or the rest of the world turned out weird because they're in a technological city, but there's dinosaurs running around.
Yeah, I think they're not Star City.
Yeah, they're in Star City.
But like, you know, like the Statue of Liberty's there, and there's fucking dinosaurs and like all this different kind of shit's going on.
So it should be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if they get a new team for this new season.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have.
So we'll see. We'll see if Shayera comes back, or they didn't call her Shayera. They called her. I forgot how they pronounced her name. They pronounce it differently, but Hot Girl.
But yeah, it was a good season for that show.
For that show, it was a fun season, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Steel tried to hook up with Vic. Actually, he did hook up with Vic.
There was a fucking.
Yeah, he smashed on her a couple times, and she was down. But then he was like, but then they kept telling him, like, the Atom kept telling him, like, she has to go back. Like, she's going to have a child that takes on her power, and then she will have a child, which ends up being the grandchild that works with the Flash and Arrow, because she shows up on season 4 of Arrow and helps him out.
There's a lot of time traveling manipulations and shit going on.
All kinds of manipulation, all kinds of shit. But I really like this season a lot more than their first season. This season was a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Well, mainly, I think, because of the villains. We were familiar with the villains. You watch the DC TV universe, we know who the Reverse Flash is, we know who Malcolm Merlin is, we know who...
Speaking of Reverse Flash, like, he did some fucking cool ass shit. Like, he went and got different versions of himself.
Yeah, he
like,
got time remnants of himself to try to prevent them from rewriting. Basically, Sarah Lance managed to get the spear, and she rewrote reality in order to fix everything. But she had a moment with her dead sister. She could have brought her sister back. She knew that her sister had to stay dead in order for her to have the right reality.
Yeah.
So, that being said, time caught up with Thawne, so he dies and he gets erased from time. Oh shit. Which is cool because it's literally the same effect they used on Thawne the first time and on Savitar in the Flash.
Well, not Thawne, it was that. Oh yeah, it was him.
Yeah, Eddie Thawne kills himself.
Yeah.
Ebor ends up disintegrating.
Yeah,
in the same way that he does in Legend of Tomorrow, and same way Savitar does when time catches up with him.
But no, 'cause I was thinking like the Reverse Flash. This is him after Barry stops him from killing, or after he kills Barry's mom. So the time period hasn't caught up with that version.
Not yet. That's why he kept moving. But
Flash,
I think it finally did. Now the Reverse Flash is gone.
Yeah.
Unless something else happens, Barry can end up going back in time, or the Legends of Tomorrow could inadvertently go back in time and fuck shit up. End up fucking with Barry. We do know that next year there's going to be another crossover. We'll see what happens. It'll probably be another invasion force, which will be cool. We'll see what kind of... Maybe we'll get the... what the fuck? I can't remember their name, but the, like, paratroopers or the Darkseid's troopers.
Oh, the Paragons?
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
They may end up trying to invade. They could be the heralds of Darkseid, and then...
I think that's too
I think it's a little too much because we don't have the Justice League, but technically we do, because we do have Superman, we have Supergirl. The only one we're really missing is Batman.
Yeah, and then Fox isn't giving up Batman. They're fucking killing that shit.
Yeah, they're killing Gotham. So it's kind of tough. Even though they do have Batman characters on the show. So they have Batwoman's girlfriend on Supergirl, and they reference Oracle on Arrow. So
I mean, they can maybe have like maybe they can probably pull Dick Grayson into the role as Nightwing.
So remember we talked about on the cast that Titans TV show is coming.
Yeah.
And if I don't know what station it's coming on, but if they work it out with the CW, I mean, we do know that Black Lightning's coming too.
Oh yeah.
So
is that on CW or is that going to be on
That's a CW show?
Okay.
It's a CW show. So
yeah, because the Black Adam was part of the Justice League
in the future.
Well, no, in the past, like in the old like
the Black
80s
Lightning?
Cartoon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I always think that Black Lightning is older version of Static Shock.
Static Shock, yeah.
Because he has the same colors and shit.
Yeah.
He has the same color scheme. They're both black.
But I like with the Black Light. I like how his daughters are in it because his daughter has his powers too.
She has some kind of powers.
You kind of see her use it in the trailer.
Yeah, her hands glow red and shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm excited about seeing it, and it looks kind of raw. I thought that he stabbed some dude, but he doesn't. He uses them as a human shield.
Oh yeah, using a human shield. But there's like another guy he fucking
he throws on his he blasts him on the car. He's like, your car was nice. Yeah. I'm like, he probably died because of that.
Yeah.
So
he's not coming back, and if he is, he's gonna be in a fucking wheelchair.
He's gonna be all fucked up.
He's gonna need some help.
Yeah, he's gonna have to have a long rehabilitation time.
Fuck yeah.
So
dude, man, we don't have time to get into fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because
that show, shit, yeah, we do. We got a little bit of time. Yeah, of course.
Oh man,
I watched it the day it dropped.
Best.
This has definitely been a step up for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah.
Most of it I only mainly watch because it's an MCU show. I do plan on watching the Cloak and Dagger show because that's an MCU.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about the Runaways because that's going to be an MCU show.
Or the Inhumans.
The Inhumans I'm going to watch because I feel like it's more of a spin-off of Agents of
Where's
S.H.I.E.L.D.
there's that other, I mean, I think that's DC, the Gifted.
The Gifted is
Yeah, I think it's DC.
That's Marvel.
Is it Marvel?
Yeah, so but it's Fox. So The Gifted is an X-Men show.
Oh.
So it has Vampire Bill from fucking True Blood. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, this is good. Well, I thought, nah, I guess gotta go back and see.
It's an X-Men show.
Well, no, because I thought it was gonna be like, what are they called? There's some kids in
They're
DC
mutants.
that have powers,
Oh.
but they're not called mutants in DC. They're like some, I can't remember what they're called.
Metahumans?
They're forgotten.
Oh.
I think that's what they're called. They're forgotten. They're like orphan kids who get powers. They're basically metahumans, basically.
Yeah, so yeah, in the DC universe there's metahumans.
Yeah.
But in Marvel there's both Inhumans and mutants,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Well, I never actually knew what an Inhuman was until I watched fucking Agents
They're
of
just
S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah.
Yeah.
I knew who they were, I just didn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
And then, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gave me more. And then I was reading Civil War, because Civil War is basically about an Inhuman.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets trapped up in... It's funny, because the scene where the guy that causes the most trouble for Civil War, he's being berated and belittled by a girl who talks about, you know, the Terrigenesis and Inhumans. And then she ends up being cocooned. Because she...
Oh, yeah, it's just funny.
But then she dies. She doesn't survive her cocoon
Wait,
phase.
and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or in...
No, in Civil War. Civil
Oh,
War
okay,
2.
okay.
In Civil War 2, she doesn't die. But yeah, going back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But yeah, man, it's fucking like even though like I felt that I thought the Ghost Rider was gonna be like, you know, in the entire fucking series this year, but the way they did it with the Ghost Rider was fucking like damn near perfect.
Yeah, it was good because the first half was Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And then it switches to the LMD,
Yeah,
the
it
live
was
model
fucking
decoys, which was crazy. And it, like going through, if you look at the show as a whole, they introduce a lot of Marvel characters.
They do.
They're not like major, but they're still Marvel characters. Like you get Mockingbird, we get Deathlock, we get Madam Hydra, we get who the fuck else has been on there? We get Yo-Yo because
Oh,
she's
yeah.
in the comics.
But dude, so this season I felt like it was like 3 seasons in one. You make it left here.
Yeah.
Because we had, like you said, you had Ghost Rider, you had the LMD, but then you also had like the fucking virtual world for a bit.
Yeah, so we get the what if version of
Yeah.
Marvel. Because Marvel's run what if scenarios, and that's what. And literally, one of the first the episode where Sky and Gemma go into the framework, it's titled "What If."
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
It was fucking crazy. Yeah, it was a good season for them. So they set the bar for next year.
Yeah, they definitely
They better
did.
step up their game.
And it ends with fucking
Them
Agent
in
Coulson
space?
space, yeah.
If he
So-
meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm gonna be pissed.
well, it's all in the same universe, so
I'm still gonna be pissed. If he meets them before the Avengers, I'm gonna be mad.
all right, folks, we're here at Blue Cave, Blue Cavern. I don't know what the fuck I call it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to hit and smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. And definitely check out our other videos. And until next time, peace out.